Hey everybody, this video brings us out to Winter Garden, Florida. And the reason why, trees, the reason why we are in Winter Garden, Florida today, parking on the side of the parking lot I have never parked on before is because we're checking out the Winter Garden Goodwill. Had to drop some stuff off at the post offices, just one post office, packages at the post office. Had to drop off some packages at the singular post office that needed to go out. So I was already in Winter Garden. Figured why not stop by and see what they have. I believe last time I was in here I actually found some pretty good deals. So hopefully today will be another day of fantastic deals. We're gonna find out. So let's pop into the Goodwill. Let's see what we can find. Hopefully some movies today, maybe some cool Disney things, collectibles, toys. I don't know. If I can find some movies though, of course, as per usual, if I can find movies, I will be very, very happy. So, all right, let's pop in the Goodwill and let's see who we can find. All right, so of course, as per usual, always have to check the Disney stuff out first. You never know what you're gonna find up here. Maybe, they still have, they have Abe. I kind of regretted not getting the Hellboy last time, but again, it's still, they're asking $8. I don't need Hellboy for $8. They do have some mini ears here. I don't know if Danielle has these ears, if she doesn't have these ears, but I guess I'm gonna have to contact her to send her a message to find out if she needs these. What are they asking on the ears? They are $15 for those and $8 for those. I don't even know if she's gonna want these for that price. I have no idea. But all right, finding some ears. I don't see any vinylmations off the bat or anything like that. Of course, they've got not one but two spike zippers. So somewhere around here, they're going to have droid popcorn buckets. But all right, so I am finding ears. She probably has these already, but I'm gonna send her a text. We'll find out. I still haven't heard back yet from Danielle about the ears, but I am finding this bag here, this $35 bag, $34.99, $35 bag full of Disney stuff, all kinds of magnets. They have these really awesome hitchhiking ghost magnets. So those are what drew me to the bag. But there's also, where is he? He's in here somewhere. There we go. There's a Ludwig von Drake vinylmation. I don't think I have his vinylmation. That is actually really, really cool. And I kind of want to pick this up. I love all the different magnets that are here. There's a Buc-ee's magnet. Oh my gosh, there's a Figment magnet. Yeah, there's some really, really awesome Disney and I guess a few non-Disney magnets in here. I kind of want this bag, but I don't $34.99 want this bag. I do not $35 want this bag, which again is a shame because there are some really, really cool magnets, some really, really cool things in here, but I just want that. I just want that one lonely little vinylmation, but I'm not buying an entire bag of things I kind of want for $35 just for one thing I really do want. I don't know. I love the hitchhiking ghost magnets. Those are cool, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing $35. If it was like a $10 bag, I'd be like, yeah, okay, $10 for all that. Sure. But yeah, no. they're cool things. They're just, for me, not $35 cool. I'm going to have you guys leave a comment down below. What is this? Skate-O-Rama Walt Disney World? Did Disney have some kind of like skate event? I have no idea. That is amazing. I've got my pair of quads at home. Does Disney do skate events? If they do, I have to be a part of a Disney World skate event. I have never heard of anything like that. Do they still do it? Do they used to do it but now don't do it anymore? Is that just a random faux vintage lunchbox that just looks really cool? I have no idea. Comments down below. Is that a thing? Or is this just a weird design for a lunchbox? I have no idea. What is Skate-O-Rama? I've got to find out. I want to take my quads to Walt Disney World and skate around. That'd be so cool. But All right, I'm thinking that's gonna do it. They do have these really cool Mickey and Minnie Pilgrims. Those are pretty neat, 20 bucks a piece for those. They're kind of cool. I don't know, I think we're blow molds 100%, but they're plush. We don't need the plush, but all right, I'm not really finding anything necessarily over here that I need to have. Again, the $35 bag of stuff was cool, but I don't need those. And I still have not yet heard back from Danielle about the ears. So I'm gonna just hold on to those for now until I hear back from her. But yeah, again, only one little lonely Vinylmation down there in the $35 bag and nothing else I want to pick up. So, all right, I'm thinking that's gonna do it for the Disney. And again, I don't even know if I'm actually buying these. I was just about to walk away and I got a text back from Danielle. She has the ears. She does not need either of those. So, all right, Disney is 100% a complete bust. Nothing there I want to pick up, unfortunately. Again, except for that one Vinylmation. But I'm not paying $35 for one Vinylmation. All right, let's go see what they have over in the media section. Okay, so right away I'm actually finding some really interesting things over here with the Blu-rays. They've got seasons of Gotham for only $13, $12.99 for this whole set of season 1, 2, and 5. Yeah, 1, 2, and 5. That is random on Blu-ray. That is cool. And then seasons of Arrow also for only $13. It's seasons 1, 2, and 3. That one makes a little bit more sense. That is cool. I was gonna say I don't need these. I have these. I gotta be honest, I don't know if I have all these seasons on Blu-ray or all these seasons on Blu-ray either. I might have them all on Blu-ray. I might have them on DVD. However, these are shows that I've never actually watched. These are in a pile of things I have to watch before I decide as to whether or not I'm keeping them or not keeping them. I'm sure I'm gonna get comments down below. Oh my gosh, Arrow's so good, and oh my gosh, Gotham is so good. I'm sure they are, but are they like gonna rewatch over and over and over again good, or just gonna watch it once and be like, okay, I saw it, that's good, but I don't need to rewatch it again? I don't know. I have no idea what my thoughts on these shows are gonna be. I've never seen them, so that's cool. That's a heck of a deal for these if you don't already have them on Blu-ray in your collection. That is cool. Again, I might need these. I might need these as an upgrade, but until I watch the show, I'm just gonna pass on upgrading them, even though, will I ever find them again for this cheap? I don't know, probably a mistake, but I don't need them, so I'm not gonna pick them up. Okay, again, I don't know what I'm gonna think about these DC shows, but apparently somebody did not like them because they got the Flash here, seasons 1, 2, 3, and 5 for $15, and they've got Titans season 1 and season 2 down here for only $9. These are really, really good deals for those. That is such a stupid good deal. Again, I know I have all these seasons already. I just don't know if I have them on Blu-ray or not. I could look it up. I could probably find out very, very easily if I have these on DVD or if I have these on Blu-ray by checking my lists. However, like I said, I just don't need them because I've never actually seen them before. But man, what a great deal. I'm gonna get so many comments down below. So many of you guys are gonna yell at me for not buying these, I know, but I'm gonna pass. And I probably actually already have them on Blu-ray. I have most of these seasons on Blu-ray. I know there's just a couple I only have on DVD, but anyway, I'm still gonna pass. All right, so for the last 5 minutes, I've been standing here debating if I want to pick up the DC sets. I do not need these. I do not need to pick these up. I'm gonna keep telling myself that. I'm gonna walk away from them. I don't need these. But as I'm standing here looking at them, I back up to take in everything, and I look down and I see a ton of blue. That is a whole heck of a lot of Blu-rays. There has got to be something down there I need to pick up, right? Come on, how can there be that many Blu-rays and there be nothing I need for my collection? Either an upgrade or something I don't already have. There's gotta be something down there I need. I know, there's a huge look of shock upon all your faces right now, but I actually don't think I need any of this. This is all stuff I either already have, or actually most of it is just stuff I already have. I think probably 95% of this, or actually maybe 99% of this I already have in my collection. Lots of cool stuff, there's a whole bunch of Marvel. I'm seeing a whole lot of Disney. There's a lot of really, really good stuff in here. It's just stuff I already own. Things I don't need. 3D Blu-rays, I don't need. 3D Blu-rays, I already have. I think the only thing I'm actually going to pick up though is this, the Santa Claus trilogy set, the Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3 DVD Blu-ray combo for only $3.99. I do technically already have all three of these movies on Blu-ray, but I have them all individually. So just to save myself a little space, I am gonna pick this up for $4. So that's pretty cool. Again, it has all the discs, all the movies on their own individual Blu-rays, and all the movies on their own individual DVDs. No digital code, unfortunately, but still pretty awesome. I am gonna grab that, but like I said, I think that's the only thing here I actually need. I don't see anything else. Even X-Men Apocalypse with a really cool silver case, I have that. I don't need that. So yeah, out of all that blue, out of the sea of blue down here, I'm only gonna pick up something I technically already had. Not even really an upgrade. I'm just upgrading the case basically. All right, yeah, okay, for $4, this is it. This is all I'm gonna pick up, at least as far as these Blu-rays are concerned. All right, so I've gone through all of this. I've looked through all the media about 3 times now, and the only other thing of any interest I'm finding is this right here. My Hero, and again, I know I'm gonna say it wrong, Academia. I'm saying that wrong, right? I don't know, leave a comment down below. This is the movie, what does that say? Heroes Rising. I actually already have this. I don't need it. Looked up to see if it goes for anything, and it doesn't. So I'm going to pass on that. Cool find, but I don't need it. I already have it, and I think the only thing I'm gonna pick up is the Santa Claus set, which again for $4 is a really, really cool find. Like I said, I already have all the movies individually. I don't necessarily need this, but it will save space on my shelf, which I am excited about. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Again, I went through everything here. I've looked through all of this like 2 or 3 times now, and there's just nothing else I need. That is my life now. It's getting to the point where I come across so many Blu-rays, tons and tons and tons of Blu-rays, and it's all stuff I just already have, or things I don't need, or things that I'm tempted by, things that are actually priced really well, but things I probably already have on Blu-ray, or just don't even know if I want to own or not. Yes, I know those are fantastic deals, but I'm still gonna pass on them. I should probably pick them up. No. Anyway, I'm gonna pass. I'm telling myself I don't need them. I'm telling myself I don't want them. I'm telling myself it'll be probably like 10 years until I even get around to watching those shows. I have so many other shows I want to get around to watching before I even watch them. So I'm just gonna pick up the Santa Claus. I'm actually really surprised that things like Calamity Jane, the original release, doesn't go for more, because I think it's actually out of print on like standard DVD. You can get that through the Warner Archives program, but I think the regular old standard DVD release is actually out of print, but I guess people don't care about that so much. If you can still get it on DVD-R through the Warner Archives program, I guess that's good enough for most people. But all right, anyway, yeah, all that media, and that's all I'm picking up. That's a bummer. I honestly thought, when I saw all those Blu-rays down there, I honestly thought I hit the jackpot. Just this. This is the kind of thing I need to pick up for the library, a spindle shelf for movies. I like it. You can put it in a corner. You can have movies on one side. You can have movies on the other side. It definitely saves space. They're asking $25 for this. Not bad. All the shelves are there. I mean, it's tempting, but I honestly don't even really have room for something like this in the library. So it's cool. It's awesome, but I'll just stick with rebuying movies I already have in slimmer cases to save space. This is actually pretty awesome and kind of tempting to pick up. It's I'm guessing vintage. It looks vintage. Pocahontas cake pan, but it has seen much, much better days. I don't know if that's just, I guess that's just dirt. I'm guessing I could maybe clean this. I have no idea, but I don't know. It's a little rough, and I don't know. Oh, there we go. They're asking $5 on it. Yeah, it's cool. There's Miko. It is pretty cool, but I don't know. In that condition, I'm just gonna end up having to pass on the cake pan. Not that I need a Pocahontas cake pan. I really no reason to pick that up, but it is cool. Maybe had it been in better condition, I would have grabbed it, but it's not. So again, just going with the Santa Claus. Anybody out there need a Disney popcorn bucket? They have a couple. They have just a few of them here. That is insane. There's so many So many popcorn buckets, $5 a piece. Honestly, these are actually worth picking up because you can buy one of these, take it to the parks, and get a refill for fairly cheap. In fact, my son and I recently realized that we should probably be taking. We've got like 20 of those popcorn buckets at home. We should probably be taking one of those with us every single time we go into the parks because we do love to get popcorn. We're going to stick one to Sean's backpack. You can take the handles off and you can stick it around like the loop of your strap of your backpack and hang it from your backpack. We're gonna do that. We're gonna have it hanging from Sean's backpack at all times so we can get popcorn. Can you tell I haven't had any popcorn yet today? I am hungry. I have not eaten yet today, and it's already noon. Probably should, again, I know, I should probably start eating breakfast. I should probably start eating popcorn for breakfast. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, long story short, too late, there are 97,000 popcorn buckets here, and we have 97,000 at home. I don't need to pick one of those up. I don't really even know why. I'm showing them to you. All right, passing on the popcorn buckets, but do I want to pass on the Superman crock pot? That is weird and also pretty awesome all at the same time. Not that I really ever cook anything in a crock pot, so I'm going to end up passing on that. They also have a Sony 3D Blu-ray player here for $20, but no remote. That is cool. I actually don't really need a remote for this because I have a whole boatload of Sony remotes at home. I could make this function. I could use this, but not for $20. Not that I need another 3D Blu-ray player. Honestly, I should not pick this up. If it was free, if it was a dollar, I should pass on this. I don't need another 3D Blu-ray player, but I don't know. Had it been cheaper, maybe, but I don't know. It's not in the best condition, so probably not. And oh, look, it's the star of me. Okay, no joke. This is actually a really, really awesome print that is really, really tempting to pick up for the house. As somebody who took every single art course his high school offered, I took them all. I had to do a special thing my senior year where I took nothing but art classes. It was a whole thing that I had to get like specially signed off with the principal. I took them all. I took every single art course my high school offered, and I went to college for photography. I have a degree in photography. I've got an art degree. This is a really, really cool print. I honestly want this. I don't know where we would hang it. I don't know what we would do with it. I wonder how much they're asking for. How much they're asking for this. Oh, are you kidding me? Only $8. It needs to be reframed. Definitely. That frame is pretty scuffed up, but right? It does not in any way whatsoever match the motif of our house. I'm not even going to bother to send a picture of this to Danielle. It doesn't really work for our home, but right? Come on, artists down. Leave a comment if you're an artist. Leave your comments. That's cool, right? I should probably pick that up, but I'm not going to. I should also probably pick this up. This I am going to pick up and put right back there. But that's cool. I want that, but we don't need it. Again, things we don't need, but things that are awesome and things I want. Come on, that is cool, right? Somebody crocheted an owl and then took the time to actually like frame it. That is cool for only $7. And again, this is why I can't live alone. This is why I don't have my own house. This is why I am married with a family, because if I was a single man living in my own home, my walls would be covered with stuff like that print over there and with owls and things that would just be ridiculous. Or comments down below. Would my house be just incredibly epic? What do you guys think? Comments down below. Epic or is it probably a good thing I'm married? All right, finally moving on over into the toy section, and right away I am finding the Mandalorian with Grogu Funko Pop for only $7. That's pretty cool. I don't need it though, but that is pretty awesome. Kind of tempting, but I was gonna say kind of tempting for Sean, but he already has like 7 different Grogu Funko Pops, so probably doesn't need the Mandalorian with Grogu. Gonna end up passing on that. They still have the Dude Love, which you guys explained to me who Dude Love is. This is Mick Foley. I had no idea that he had this character. Again, I I don't really watch WWE. I was a WWF guy back in the 80s into the very, very, very early 90s. Once like Attitude Era came around, I checked out. But that's pretty cool. But again, things I don't need. This, however, is amazing. This is a Madame Leota. I believe this was a it was a sipper. You can see the sipper comes. Well, I assure you, there's a part to drink out of right there. This is really cool. It lights up and everything. What are they asking on this? Oh my gosh, only $6 for this. Are you kidding me? I would totally 100% pick this up if I did not already have one of these. I have one of these right now in the van, in Vanabelle, up on the shelving unit, the drawers, the chest of drawers. It's in Vanabelle. This is cool. I'm tempted to just buy it because it's awesome. Like, that is cool. This is such like, I had to get this when this came out. I usually pass on all the sippers. I usually pass on the popcorn buckets, but when Disney announced this was coming out, I had to pick it up because that is just too cool. But I don't need a second one really for any reason whatsoever. I mean, I could put it out on like during Halloween, I guess. I don't know. Do I want this? I'm gonna ask Danielle. You guys know I have to do it. Dear Magic 8 Ball, will I walk out of here today with just more than the Santa Claus trilogy? Sources point to possibly once Danielle gets back to you about the Madame Leota sipper. Fair enough. All right, well, I'm thinking that's going to do it for the toy section. Not really finding anything else over here that I want to pick up. Should I even? No. Nope, not even going to touch that. Come on, in the middle of the night, you're seriously going to tell me that does not get up in the middle of the night and walk around the store or walk around your house? It's probably here because somebody donated it because they were sick and tired of, in the middle of the night, hearing that thing like pitter patter around the floors, only to wake up and find it at the foot of their bed. That is terrifying, and I'm not going to touch it because I don't want to be possessed by Annabelle. That thing's terrifying. That is horrible. There's another one. Great. Anyway, we're walking away from the creepy dolls. We're done with the toy section. I still haven't heard back from Danielle yet about the Madame Leota to see if she wants to use it as a display piece for Halloween. We'll see. But all right, I'm thinking we're actually pretty much just about done here. I did not really find very much today. But I do have to check the front cash register counter display case area, and then we'll call it quits. All right, so yeah, I'm thinking that's gonna do it for today. I'm looking over here. I'm not finding anything. They have a couple of Funko Pops I have no interest in. They had a plush Pikachu throw, which is pretty cool, but it looked, I don't know, it's like cheap. It really feels like very cheap material, so I feel like one wash and that's destroyed. So even for only $10, I'm gonna pass on that. They have Animal Crossing Monopoly, which is kind of cool, but I don't see us ever playing it. So I'm gonna say no to that. I do appreciate the Happy Birthday Mickey throw thing there, which is kind of cool, but I get it. It's stuff I just don't need. Behind the counter, they had a couple more Funko Pops. They had the 7 dwarves, like little like figures for your garden, which are like garden gnomes, which are kind of cool. And they actually had the entire Fast and the Furious set right there. That Blu-ray set right there. It's all every single one of the Fast and the Furious movies on Blu-ray for only $20. Good deal. I've already got them. I don't need them, so I'm gonna pass on that. And I heard back from Danielle. We're gonna pass on the Madame Leota sipper because she thinks we actually already have one for the house, which we very well might possibly. She would know better than I would know. So, all right. Well, I think the only thing I'm picking up today is the Santa Claus trilogy. That is it. Nothing else here I want to grab. But again, at least I found something. And it's a cool thing. I'm happy about this. It shrinks down my collection a little bit. It takes 3 movies, puts them all into one case, and now I have them all on DVD and Blu-ray, which, I mean, not that I need them on both formats, but I have the option now to have them on both formats, because I think maybe only like my Santa Claus 3 is a multi-format set. I think Santa Claus 1 and Santa Claus 2 in my collection are just Blu-ray only, which is fine. It's all I need, but I'm basically trying to talk this up to make it seem like I came in here for something so cool. so many Blu-rays over there, and there was just nothing I needed. That is a bummer. Again, a sea of Blu-ray, and this was it. But all right, yeah, that is going to do it, I think. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for the Winter Garden Goodwill, which I'm blown away by the sheer amount of Blu-rays they had, and those really cool sets of like the entire Fast and the Furious collection and those seasons of the DC TV shows. I mean, that is awesome. So many cool things, and the pricing was pretty good on those. Sometimes the pricing in these stores not always the hottest. You guys like to leave comments down below about what you guys think on the pricing of some things I find, but I think you guys got to admit the seasons and whatnot all priced pretty well. And $20 for that whole Fast and Furious Blu-ray set, I mean, that seemed pretty good. But again, the things I have, the things I don't need, so the things I'm passing on. Lots of Blu-rays though. Again, a sea of Blu-ray. If you guys live in the area and you're looking for some blue, get on out here. They got a ton. But all I'm picking up is the Santa Claus set. That is it. Nothing else needed. Found some things possibly for Danielle, but they were things she said she did not need. Things we already have. Things she has. Things we already have. Things we don't need. So, all right, guys, that is going to do it. Oh, a lady, by the way, as I'm leaving, I noticed in her cart, she had that really cool like color wheel print. I'm like, that is so cool. She's like, yeah, I'm a crafter. I'm gonna hang it above my crafting table. I'm like, that is awesome. So I'm happy that's going to a home to a good artist. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for today. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt to pick up t-shirts and hoodies and tank tops and hats and buttons and stuff like that. That'd be great. Also hit the join button to become a member of this channel. And if you guys watch this video all the way to the very end, let's see, what we should do a hashtag today. Hashtag the Santa Claus. Hashtag the Santa Claus if you guys watch this video all the way to the very end. But all right, guys, again, that is going to do it. Thanks for watching. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Thanks for watching the Santa Claus. All right, bye. Hold on, wait a minute. We're not quite done yet because I don't know, the little voices in the back of my head were telling me to just walk back over here, check again, and sure enough, they're putting new stuff out and some pretty cool things as well. I'm only finding one thing I need though, and that is this right here, the triple feature of The Goonies, Gremlins, and Gremlins 2. Now, of course, I already have all these movies on Blu-ray in my collection, but I don't have them all together in one nice set like this. And again, I'm trying to shrink things down, so I'm gonna pick this up for $4. Happy. The little voices in the back of my head told me to walk back over here, just quickly check to make sure they weren't putting anything else out, and yeah, I'm picking this up. So yeah, Goonies, Gremlins, and Gremlins 2 together, all together in one nice set, and they can all be together in G. I like that. All right, I'm grabbing this guy. So again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next video. Subscribe. Bye.